Social Democratic Party. Progress.
Coming to you from Voice of Nigeria, broadcasting from Abuja. In this edition,
when I saw the force of the water that was ravaging everywhere, I was so scared. I think this is the first time I've seen such kind of overflowing with maximum force of water. That is extremely very scary.
Meanwhile, the national chairman of one of the opposition political parties in Nigeria, the Social Democratic Party SDP, Alhaji Shehu Gabam, has commiserated with the government and people of Borno State, northeast Nigeria, over the recent devastating flooding in Borno State and some parts of the country. Alhaji Gabam called on the state and federal government as a matter of urgency to assist victims of flooding, especially in Maiduguri, the state's capital.
It's quite very, very disturbing. It's very, very alarming. The whole of Borno is overflooded. When I saw the force of the water that was ravaging everywhere, I was so scared. I think this is the first time I've seen such kind of overflooding with maximum force of water. That is extremely very scary. And I sympathize with the government and the people of Borno State. I sympathize with the people that are trapped in this very difficult situation, very difficult period that we live. Let me appeal to the federal government to immediately deploy maximum capacity to contain the situation.
Alhaji Gabam also called on the Federal Ministry of Water Resources to always check on the Nigerian dam's lifespan to avoid further flooding in the country.
I believe the federal government and the states should, as a matter of priority, start examining our dams. I'm sure this thing do not just happen overnight. Most likely the dams have been having issues over a period of time. But because of our tradition way of nonchalant attitude to some signals, we thought that it would not happen, but then we are taken unaware. I believe the Federal Ministry of Water Resources, both at the federal and the states, NEMA, health sectors should be able to mobilize. This thing has been predicted anyway. This rain is going to be very heavy. It's going to do a lot of damage. People have been warned. It's not as if there was no warning to that effect, but I'm sure we did not anticipate it, the force that we have seen. The water is taking the whole of places. So that call for caution in places that are vulnerable, particularly the riverine areas like Benue, like Delta, like a lot of places that are vulnerable to maximum flood.
That was the national chairman of the Social Democratic Party, one of the opposition political parties in Nigeria, Alhaji Shehu Gabam.
SDP. Social Democratic Party. Progress.